matchup features two teams that want to slow things down and run their offense in the half court.
Yeah, both sides are methodical. They want to get into their sets and create quality looks and also have floor balance. I'd be surprised if we see a ton of fast break opportunities tonight.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Luke Kennard out there with Jackson. And it's Edey in at the center. Now here's Butler. No one near Curry as he lets it go. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Well, the moment that ball went through on the other end, you could see Steph wanting the ball back. And of course he did it. That's the answer.
Edey. And Curry pulls it down. And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. Butler from outside. Rebounded by Jackson. Pass to Kennard. From deep three-point land. Offensive rebound. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the boards.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
That bucket in no time at all. Bane's got 6 points.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Now here's Green, where he finds Moody. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I caught up with Coach Steve Kerr. Well, of course, they're concerned about the dynamic Ja Morant. Coach told me the plan is simple. Make things as hard as they can on Ja on both ends of the floor. Make him work on defense, and by crunch time, maybe we can tire him just a little bit. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. It's an odd stat, but what I'm going to throw out there anyway, the Memphis Grizzlies set an NBA record last season for players used in a season.
Kevin, this isn't football, right? They had 33 different guys suited up last season. That tells you how difficult it was. Constant change, hard to build chemistry, and let's face it, hard to win games.
They get it back. Here's Edey. Morant outside. Driving to the basket, to the paint. Second chance shot, and too long on the shot. Warriors have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Curry, that's good.
Steph Curry is a brilliant offensive basketball player. The D backs up, and he just shoots that one off the dribble.
Morant with the screen on Peyton. And again, Memphis no good. And it's the Warriors' ball. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. Curry passes to Butler. Shoots a fader. And no good that time. The Grizzlies trail by 3. A 3 from Morant. It's rebounded by Peyton. Golden State's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Here's Green. That doesn't fall. Can't drop his first shot. They're struggling to keep up.
And we'll see if they can turn things around, Kevin, on this trip. They can't continue to come up empty. Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Here's Curry after the basket by Jaren Jackson. Pulls it from the elbow. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Well, Steph's willing to hurt you from the mid-range. Look, if you're going to be that open, he's going to take the shot.
Morant with a wide open look. Cans it from downtown. And that'll tie this game up.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Butler is screen on Bane. Peyton dishes to Butler. Back to Peyton. Grizzlies with the rebound. They play the clock right. They can go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
The 3 from Morant. Green with the rebound. The Warriors have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
And here's Morant after the 3-pointer from Stephen Curry. The shot's good. Morant's got 5 points so far.
An offensive juggernaut. Really, Morant is capable of getting it done from just about anywhere.
And Curry has it in the corner. Butler sets a screen for Curry. He got it up. God, what a play!
That is fun to watch.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. He went on an aerial three-point display, drilling 4 long balls in just the 1 quarter alone. And we'll be right back after this. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Well, one thing that's noticeable is just tremendous energy from everybody, and they put that into their transition play, and all that hustle is paying off.
Jimmy Butler is out there with Green. Then there's Payton. Then there's Moody. And it's Curry in at the point. That's the Warriors' 5. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Grizzlies retired Marc Gasol's number 33 last season. You may recall he moved to Memphis in his teens, watching his older brother Powell play for the Grizz. Marc said, "I had a very unique perspective, that of a fan. When I came back as a Grizzlies player, I carried that with me." Kevin, that pride certainly showed.
Pride's a great word to use. No question, D.A. Thank you. Jackson, and stolen by Payton. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Outside, Bane jacks up a 3. Hits it from three-point range. He's got 9.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Greg, with how explosive Ja Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
Two minutes now played in the second quarter. No good. Only a second miss and 10 attempts from the floor. Pass to Edey. Outside for Jackson. Over Butler. The Warriors pull it in.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Stolen by Jackson. And here's Kennard. 5 points in the game. Here's Edey. Rebound by Butler. The Warriors have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. There's the 3. The shot by Curry, no good.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Here's Edey. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. And the Grizzlies lead by 4. Here's Payton. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting. The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. From deep three-point land. And it's Morant missing.
And you have to admire his confidence on that, but there's no way that's going to fall.
Coaches will tell you that's a bad shot, but when your teammates tell you that, you probably got to think about it.
Memphis has gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender. But the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way.
On the heel, he's checked in for Stephen Curry. And the Warriors miss again. Memphis leading by 4. And a wide open look for Bane. Good on the three-point shot. Bane's got 6 in the quarter.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
and I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Moody, and the Warriors miss again.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board. Well, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
Now the Grizzlies with it. They're on a 15-5 run here. 1 second separating the shot clock in game clock. Morant outside. Fades back. And Moody pulls it down.
You get a feeling that he made that much more difficult than he had to. No reason why he had to fade away on that jumper.
And that does it for the first half of play. Grizzlies out in front. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Curry has been sensational.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins's 5. Wells is out there with Pippen. Then it's Vince Williams. Then there's Marvin Bagley. And it's Aldama in at the 4. And he's good on the 3 balls. Williams has got the lead up to 10 now for the Grizzlies.
And not where he earns his money, that 3-point shot, but he's a good shooter from that range if he's got space.
And yes, it's good.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
The Grizzlies shooting the ball at 42%. Pippen with the wide open look. No good with the triple. Golden State's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Unloads. And there's a foul. It'll go on Trace Jackson Davis. That's his first foul.
Grizzlies sub.
And the Grizzlies leading by 8. And for such a young player, Brandon Podziemski has a mature game.
Well, Kevin, his intellect out on the floor, I think, is at an elite level. Brandon does such a good job of hovering around the basket to get rebounds. He advances the ball with the pass. He's driving and always looking for angles. So this is an advantage-created player, and Brandon does a great job of that.
I tell you what, he was on a mission on that possession. Did not stop working until he got it up and in.
Spencer's shot is on. Warriors have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Really a good job recognizing the mismatch. Just going up for the shot with that huge height advantage on that possession.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. They've led by as much as 10. Fires the 3. And again, Memphis no good.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Here's Podziemski. Can't tie it up as that one misses. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Williams for 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Williams has got 6 points.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Here's Hield. The 19-footer is on the money.
Well, he's a good shooter from the mid-range. Hield had some breathing room, took a deep breath, and fired.
Williams finds Jackson. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. And the Grizzlies lead by 6.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Pass to Spencer. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Yeah, even though Hield can pull up from anywhere, you love that he's always looking to find a shot for his teammate.
Williams for 3. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitor.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Here's Spencer. His three-pointers off the mark. Warriors trail by 6. To the middle. Releases. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Lets the three fly. Hits the three-point bomb.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Spencer, the pass to Kuminga. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession.
Grizzlies ball.
The Grizzlies making a change here. Wells is checked in.
James Wells.
And the Grizzlies leading by 9. Jackson kicks to Bagley. Here's the three. Jackson misses. Golden State's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. Kuminga, and he banks in the layup.
He takes care of salvaging that possession for the offense by getting on the offensive glass.
Outside Pippen. Pass to Williams. Kuminga against Jackson. 6 to shoot. Pippen for 3. Trains the three-pointer. Pippen's got the lead up to 10 now for the Grizzlies. Warriors have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Three-pointer, Hield knocks down the three ball. Hield's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, that's a guy you want to find, Buddy Hield, with the response from 3.
Pippen for 3. Second chance effort. Nobody near. What a play. Simply trains it in at the buzzer.
And they get it to double digits just as we get set for the final.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Grizzlies lead by 10. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
The passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
Team foul.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Bajemski out there with Jonathan Kuminga. Then there's Buddy Hield. And it's Post in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Moody finds Curry. Butler against Jackson. And it's Butler missing.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Three-pointer Bagley. It's rebounded by Payton. Warriors trail by 13. Curry outside. Curry! Oh, what else is new?
A three-point specialist can't let Curry get any space to fire from the corner. That's a recipe for disaster.
Williams, a screen on Curry. Pippen, no luck.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long. Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
Deep two from Pippen. The Grizzlies with another miss.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. For 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Jackson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. It's Morant with the drive.
Just as quick as anyone in this league, Morant can seemingly get to the hole at will.
Curry outside. And again, it's the Warriors missing. From downtown, Warriors with the rebound. Green's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Pass to Moody. Now here's Butler, guarded by Jackson. Fader on the way. That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Butler.
Jimmy Butler is effective scoring on the inside, so it's going to give him some chances to open up on the perimeter, and right there took advantage.
Morant, that's for 2. Rebound by Butler. Butler's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Curry passes to Moody. Edey with the rebound. Edey's pass to Kennard. It's stolen by Green. Payton from outside. They get it back. Green kicks to Butler. Another shot. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Jackson's got 6 rebounds in the game. Now here's Morant for 3. Nailed from three-point land.
And when the 3 ball is falling for Morant, the defense is in trouble.
Butler on the way, guarded by Jackson. It's Curry outside. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Kennard finds Jackson. Curry with the steal. Moody the pass to Curry. Some nice passing by Golden State. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. Memphis leading by 11. Outside Jackson. Morant, the bounce pass. This one for 3. And Jaren Jackson, good for 3.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Grizzlies.
They simply ran him off the court.
They set the pace, and their transition game was executed flawlessly.
3-pointer. Jackson missing again. And it's the Warriors' ball. They trail by 14. Curry from deep three-point land. From beyond the arc and then some. 34 seconds left in the game. Curry against Morant. 23 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Not sure the miracle Craig is on hand here tonight for them.
Well, they need one, but gonna play it until the final whistle.
The ball. Let it rip.
That is amazing. So it's Memphis picking up the win. A solid win on the road for them. All right, David, thanks so much.
so important in the NBA.
It really is. I mean, there's always the risk of guys getting hurt throughout the season. So the teams know the value of having a very deep rotation, and they make the most of their bench, which is smart.
Let's check out Minnesota's starting lineup. Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's DiVincenzo in at point guard. Now here's Butler. Off target from three-point range. DiVincenzo with it. Green picks him up. Here's Randle. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock.
Why do lefty shots look so pretty? Like that one for Randle, man. I wish I shot at lefty.
Curry from deep three-point land. The long-distance 3 is buried.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Head coach Steve Kerr and I got a chance to talk for a bit. I asked him how Rudy Gobert alters their usual game plan. Coach acknowledged that he's a factor and said Rudy definitely demands more from us offensively. We have to be careful where we put our shooters with him waiting for swats. Coach thinks intelligent offense is what it takes to beat Gobert. Back to you.
Allie, thank you. It's blocked by Gobert.
Well, Rudy loves erasing shots. Every chance he gets, he'll take a swipe at you.
He buries it from 3.
No, it's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Curry with another miss.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Remember when people were questioning whether the Warriors were truly a dynasty, RJ?
I do, and that was erased for good with that championship run in 2022. I still think that that is Steph's most important championship. That title cemented them as one of the all-time great teams of the last 50 years.
And here are the Warriors now. The Timberwolves getting their last shot to go. Butler, a screen on McDaniels. And here's Kuminga for 3. And he buries his first look.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Randle, left side. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by Green. The Warriors have gone 2 of 6 to open up this game. Hield for 3. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry.
You should be looking for him. What a great pass.
Puts up a 3. And it's Anthony Edwards with the 3.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
Now well into his 30s. Is it fair to start wondering how many seasons Jimmy Butler has left, Grant?
Well, it's a fair question, B.A. But at the same time, Jimmy's hunger is just so different than everybody else's, which I could see helping prolong his career.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Tries it from the top of the key. Here's Gobert. Outside for Randle. Up top, Edwards. Tries again. And it's Stephen Curry with the rebound.
That is not a bad decision to pull it from there. It was just a little bit off with the execution.
And Jaden McDaniels picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Timberwolves.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
And we've also got to talk about those threes dropping for them. We'll see if they can keep up the momentum from long range.
Now here's Randle. 7 points in the game. Missed it. 3 for 6 now.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Curry's shot is off. Minnesota has gone 3 of 4 on threes here in this first quarter. Here's Edwards. Oh, misses the dunk.
Come on. If you're going to go for the crazy dunk, better finish it.
Outside Butler. This one for 3. Connects from downtown. Butler's got 7.
Nice shot from Butler, making himself a threat from downtown.
Timberwolves trail by 3. DiVincenzo pass to Edwards. To halt the run. Buries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Heel. Randall pulls down the board. And here's Randall. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Here's Edwards. Here's Gobert. Out to DiVincenzo. Shoots over Curry. And DiVincenzo with a basket. On the assist by Gobert.
Great dime by Gobert. Scans the floor well to find his teammates.
The three from Curry. And the Warriors with another three. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
Pass to Edwards. And it goes. As the official calls the foul. Count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Well, we know Edwards has an impressive skill set, but what really separates him is the competitive edge that he plays with.
The open shot, Kuminga. Again, Golden State. Right side, Edwards. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And that concludes a high-scoring first quarter. We're all tied up. Don't go away. We'll be back. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And from what we've seen here from the Warriors, what's your take so far?
Attacking relentlessly, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the stripe.
Hoping to continue that success from the line throughout this one.
Golden State has got 5 of 7 threes to drop here tonight. And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
On the court for the Timberwolves, second quarter underway. Conley and Ant are the 1 and the 2. Naz Reid out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's McDaniels in at the 3 slot. Here's Conley. Here's Gobert. Oh, the tower with the power move.
And you know he's tough on the glass. Easy money there for Gobert.
Outside Moody. Three-pointer. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 5 rebounds in the game. It's Edwards on the wing. Butler covering. Edwards can't hit. Edwards has gone 3 of 8 shooting from the floor. And here's Kuminga for 3. Reid with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Pass to McDaniels. 5 on the clock. Can't get a second shot to fall. Now 1 of 2. Golden State has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. And here's Kuminga for 3. And here's Butler outside. Oh, Jimmy Butler cashing in from distance.
Then put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attack.
Oh, a sensational slam by Amp.
Oh my, Edwards looking to demoralize the defense a little with that one.
Pass to Butler. Well, RJ, you got traded a couple of times for good reason. What's it like off the floor?
I don't need your quips, BA, but it is crazy. You get a phone call and bam, you can move across the country. And while it's hard on you, you understand.
Okay, look out!
Man!
Wow!
You can't lose sight of where Edwards is in transition. He can be so explosive in these situations.
Moody from outside. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Edwards, the pass to McDaniels. Pass to Reid. Out to the right wing. Outside Conley. Fires the 3. The rebound by Moody.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
And again, no good by Golden State. Minnesota has gone 4 of 8 from 3, a nice percentage. McDaniels passes to Reid. Puts one up from 19. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket. There's 1:40 left in the first half of this one. Moody on the wing. He's guarded by Conley. Kuminga, the pass to Moody. Butler, a screen on Conley. There's the three. Oh, Moody deadly from there.
You're leaving him all alone? Good luck. He's going to drill that every time.
Lets it go. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
Rising up with assertiveness, Conley always recognizes when he should shoot off the dribble.
Up top, Pajemski. Out left to the wing. And here's Kuminga for 3. And he knocks it down. He's 3 of 5 now from the floor. One team gains momentum, then the other storms back.
Hey, if this is any indication of how the game is going to go, we're in for a treat.
Here's Edwards into the lane.
Yeah, what energy from Edwards on the drive. Pushing his way inside and straight to the cup.
Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds here tonight. 36 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And it's Jimmy Butler with the foul.
Second personal.
That'll be a second foul of the game.
Team foul.
McDaniels from long range. The Warriors pull it in. Right side, Kuminga. Outside, Moody. Butler, a screen on Conley. Here's Moody. Outside, Kuminga. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got rebound number 7 tonight. Edwards looking for an opening. Got it off in time. No good on the buzzer beater. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. It's Minnesota leading by 1. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Slicing up the defense, living in the lane. Terrific first half for him.
And when you rip through the D like he did in that first half, you gotta stay aggressive. Keep getting to the rim.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. They've got Stephen Curry, Green out there with Gary Payton II, and it's Santos in at the 4 slot. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Ingles passes to Conley. Back to Ingles. 6 on the shot clock. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
3 ball.
Ingles has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Richard, it comes as no surprise that Golden State is routinely at the top of the league for made 3.
That's how this team has been constructed. They are custom built to rain threes on you, and we've seen it be very, very effective.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves, no doubt, a team to be reckoned with. Coach Chris Finch said, we come in every single night and compete. No matter what the circumstances are, we expect to win. We root for each other, so I feel like we have all the makings of a tough team.
And they have reason to be confident, Allie. Thank you.
And when Curry is shooting while in rhythm, he is lights out. Nothing you can do to stop him.
Miller outside. It's stolen by Curry. Oh, and a fast break for the Warriors.
I just love that alley-oop slam.
Defense disorganized. Defense pays. Right side Conley. Outside Ingles. From the corner. Here's Reed. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Yeah, it was just a little late. I mean, he thought he got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
Here's Spencer. Green on the attack. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. Timberwolves trail by 3. Alexander Walker, the pass to Miller. Back to Alexander Walker. Miller outside. Just 5 on the clock. The 3 ball. Alexander Walker with the bucket. Alexander Walker's got his first 3 points of the game.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Curry from deep 3-point land. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Minnesota's gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game. Here's Alexander Walker. Misses the 3.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Curry creates inside.
And Curry makes the floater look so sweet. You just assume that it's going in the minute he releases it.
From deep, Conley. Santos pulls it in.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. Just missed it.
And it's hammered home by Green.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Ingles, good.
Well, you're giving up a bit of height there. You can expect to get burned from downtown when you do this.
And a deep 3 from Curry. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Minnesota's gone 7 of 15 from distance in this game for the lead. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket. These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
Curry finds Payton. The 3-pointer off the mark. The Timberwolves have gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. Outside Reed. Pass to Conley. Now Miller. Nice move. Hauled in by Curry. And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for Golden State. And Conley grabs the miss. Minnesota has gotten 3 of 6 threes to fall in the third quarter. The shot by Alexander Walker, no good. The Warriors trailing. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Santos. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Curry's got his 4th assist in this one.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Ingles nails the wide open jumper. Ingles got 8 here in this quarter. And here's Curry. 15 points in the game from behind the arc. Offensive rebound.
Great effort to track down the long rebound.
That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. It's Minnesota. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big men in the league today than we've ever seen.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. Amp is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's Steven Chenzo in at the point. Kuminga's shot is off.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
McDaniels inside, and he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
And that is an absolute heartbreaker of a turnover. In a close game like this, that might be enough to impact how it ends.
Butler against Randle. Butler passes to Kuminga. three-pointer. Knocks down the long J. And the Warriors lead by 2. Oh, this one has turned into an absolute nail-biter.
Yeah, at this point, you almost expect it to come down to the last possession.
McDaniels finds Edwards. Outside, DiVincenzo. He shoots it. Minnesota again missing.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Up and in on the layup. Now it's a 4-point Warrior lead.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Randall outside. Puts it up. And right on target.
Cutting into this lead. They're well within striking distance.
A stop or two in the next minute or so, and they could even this game up. Great job to keep battling.
And there's the lob. Pass to Gobert. Back to Edwards. Edwards with a step. It's rebounded by Golden State. Kuminga with it. Now guarded by McDaniels. The three is up. And there's Kuminga. That one's good on the assist by Butler. Kuminga's got 6 in the quarter. Outside, DiVincenzo. Left side, Edwards. Over heel. Edwards, no good.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
How talented is Butler? I mean, just so adept at carving out some space inside and converting.
Edwards, a pass to Gobert. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. And it's Hield missing.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Gobert with it. Pass to DiVincenzo. Here's the 3. Counted from distance.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Left side, Kuminga. Here's Post. Here's Spencer. DiVincenzo covering. And here's Butler outside. The response triple from Butler.
And it's even more satisfying when you answer with a 3, and it looks like they're putting the game out of reach.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Green's checked in for the Warriors. Curry comes in for Spencer. Edwards with it. Now guarded by Curry. The 3, DiVincenzo. Rebounded by Butler. Butler's got 4 rebounds in the game. Curry takes it in. From outside the arc. Butler, that's good. And now a 10-point Warrior lead.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it rain.
Count it.
Well, I guess we could give him credit for not getting discouraged. They're still playing hard. He's doing his job out there.
Oh, the soft touch. Stephen Curry.
Nothing left to do but to watch the clock tick towards 0. Nice victory here for the Warriors.
When you look at their assist totals, you can see why it was easier for them to score. The ball was really popping tonight.
And good things seem to happen when you're patient and willing to make the next pass. Their offense has flowed really well.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Stephen Curry.
And his playmaking is what stood out to me. Effortlessly creating for his teammates.
And just not enough time for them to get back in this game.
Yeah, they got to be disappointed with this result.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And Dante DiVincenzo is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Team foul.
There's 21 seconds left in the 4th. No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort.
Butler, a screen on DiVincenzo. So it's Golden State winning this one. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never...
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
Might seem like a potential blower, but anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Rudy Gobert is out there with Randall, and it's Conley in at the 1. Now, here's McDaniel. Fires from deep. Rebounded by Jackson.
I can't believe he missed that three. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving.
And now Minnesota on the fast break. Conley with the 3. It's good from long range.
I'll tell you, you give Conley the ball and trust him to make the right decisions.
Pass to Edie. Puts up a 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves. You know, Coach, what more can you ask? The reigning 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert.
Well, Kevin, since you asked, his impact in the playoffs hasn't always been the same as during the regular season. That's got to be the next step.
And here's Morant. After Anthony Edwards made that last 3-pointer. Edie can't hit. Minnesota's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Morant against Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. Back to Edwards. Fires from deep. And And Desmond Bane pulls it down. Grizzlies have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. The Grizzlies with another miss.
Well, you couldn't ask for a better look. That's one he's got to knock down.
Gobert finds Randall. The tray sinks the triple.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Memphis has gone 0 of 3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Grant, and nothing is falling for him right now. Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. The Grizzlies off to a slow start. Nothing yet up on the scoreboard for them. Yes, that goes in.
First make of the day should finally give them a little confidence.
Yeah, you know, sometimes all it takes is that first bucket to get a team into a groove.
Now here is Conley. There's the triple. Randall right side. Shoots. That's good on the jump shot. Randall's got 5.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, a bit ago, Taylor Jenkins and I were able to chat. I asked him how you take care of the Stifle Tower himself, Rudy Gobert. Coach said, I think you just try to pester him on defense and stay away from him on offense. If he's anywhere near our shooters, that means it's time to move the ball. So they'll have to play keep away when it comes to Gobert. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Now, McDaniels, following the miss by Ja Morant from deep. Second shot opportunity. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Outside Conley. Pass to Edwards. From the arc. Drills it from outside. Edwards got his second bucket.
Well, this is why Edwards is a nightmare for defenses. He can drive right through you or pull you apart from range like this.
Fires for 3. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
Wells' shot is good.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Conley up top. Inside. It's deflected. Stolen by Jackson. Pass to Wells. From downtown, drops in the tray. Wells has got 7 points.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And with each made 3, their confidence continues to build. Their opposition might want to change their approach to try to slow them down.
Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Wells is out there with Jackson, and it's Edey in at the pivot, manning the middle. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter.
And a guy who can drive and finish with either hand. Jackson's tough to stop once he gets going downhill.
And here are the Grizzlies now. It's a 5-point game.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
And here's Randall following Ja Morant's three.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. You can see, and Coach, you can feel Ja Morant's star power, and his presence on the floor is such a factor. It affects the game.
Yeah, it sure does, and it even affects the energy in the building. His play is so dynamic, athletic, energetic. I mean, you can't sit and watch a Ja game. He's going to get you on your feet.
He is one of a kind for sure. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession.
And the misconnection there. Fans guarding their beverages. That's a pass he'd like back for sure.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. They set the screen. Pass to Edey. And another miss by Memphis. Minnesota's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Randall outside. Releases. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Rel's wide open. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. It's Gobert with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They've led by as much as 10. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Rudy Gobert continues to embrace the challenge of elite rim protection. He said competition is what it's about. Sometimes I'm going to get dunked out, and sometimes I'll get the block. But I'm not going to stop coming and doing what I do. I'll be there every time. Kevin?
David, just like you. Thanks so much. Randall. It's rebounded by Memphis. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
I love the way he went with the bounce pass there. Great awareness.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Timberwolves?
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And let's also give them some credit for running the pick so well. They're making the most of their chances to score in transition.
Wells passes to Jackson. The three. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5. And the NBA, right or wrong, Stan, has been called a copycat league before. If something works, it catches on quick. Is that a fair statement?
Well, I think it is to some degree, Kevin. Certainly, we all watch each other and learn from each other, and you're always looking to see what someone else does in their system that would fit into what you do, but you can never fully copy another team because the personnel is different.
Yeah, every roster's different, isn't it? And you've got to tailor things you want to do with what you've got.
That's exactly right. So if my personnel's not the same as yours, I might be able to take a little bit of what you do, but I can't take it wholesale.
Here's Wells following the three by Minnesota. Trying to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. And Edwards with a clear. What a sweet jam by Edwards.
Wow, this is how explosive Edwards can be. He finishes with such force at the rim.
There's a screen. Bain inside the three-point line. Rebound, Minnesota.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Shot by McDaniels, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Launches it. The Grizzlies with another miss. Minnesota's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. For 3, Edwards. Edey with the rebound. Edey's got his 5th rebound in this one. There's Jackson with the 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Randall's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Edwards. Oh, what a physical score from Edwards.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
Morant kicks to Bain. Back to Morant. to end the run. There's the drive. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game.
And I like what he did at the line a season ago. How about 81%?
Both free throws good from Morant.
And it's hard to pick a more electrifying player in the league than Ja Morant. He explodes off the floor.
Ingles can't get it to go.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't the shot they were looking for. You got to keep the ball moving in that situation.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Timberwolves ahead. They're up by 5. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
Well, through the first 2, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first 2 quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
So on the floor for Minnesota, we've got Joe Ingles. Conley out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Miller, and it's Reed in at the 5 down low.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
What a rise for Taylor Jenkins, working his way, Stan, from the G League assistant there to NBA assistant and now to NBA head coach.
Wow is right, Kevin. And Taylor Jenkins, one of the best coaches in the NBA. This is a guy who just kept grinding and learning. I think sometimes coaches get too concerned about when they're going to get their opportunity. Taylor Jenkins was always concerned about being ready when his opportunity came.
I think you and I are alike. We root for the grinders, don't we? The guys that have really worked to climb that ladder.
I certainly do, Kevin.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the 3, but he just couldn't get it to go.
That misses, had a chance to tie it there. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. This one for 3, gets the 3-pointer to fall. Alexander Walker's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And here is Williams. He's got 6, pass to Kennard. A 3-ball. Mike Conley with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 5. A 3, and the 3-ball is good. Conley's got 12 in the game.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Bagley inside the line, and that one good.
And at this stage, this is where Bagley feels most comfortable. I mean, knows he has the size and touch to score inside.
Now here is Conley. He's got 12. It's tipped. Williams passes to Aldama. Here's Bagley. Back to Aldama. Wide open look. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or 2.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Kennard for 3. Miller grabs the miss.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Fires the 3. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. The Grizzlies trail by 6.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniels said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But, David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in. Conley finds Alexander Walker. Back to Conley. 5 on the clock. Three-pointer. And Pippen pulls it down.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Kennard for 3. Aldama. Rebound, Minnesota. They've led by as much as 10. The wide open look here for Ingles. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. And the Timberwolves lead by 7. Kennard against Conley. And that's good. Luke Kennard for 3. Kennard's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Conley gets the bucket.
Great control by Conley in the float game. Gave it just enough.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
Yeah, but if you get an open look, you got to think about taking it no matter how much time is left on the clock.
Man, he is feeling it from three-point range. All of a sudden, he just can't miss.
Miller outside for the 3. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. With their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great pass.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Luke Kennard out there with Pippen. Then it's Santi Aldama. Then it's Bagley. And it's Williams at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Shots good by Kennard.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Conley surveying the D. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
And the reputation of Conley is a pass-first player, but he can pour it on when his team needs him to.
Over in the corner, Williams. Kennard on the wing. Defended by Alexander Walker. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Kennard. A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. Timberwolves leading by 7. So Memphis ends up going with the new group.
First team foul.
Pass to Gobert. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. Bain, no good. And so it's Rendell bringing it up now for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They lead by 7. McDaniels gets a wide open look. Off target from three-point range. The Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. And a wide open look for Bain. And again, Memphis no good.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Wells kicks to Bain. Bangs home the trifecta. Bain's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
Drills the three-pointer. And the Timberwolves lead by 7.
Well, excellent read there by Edwards. He saw someone had a better shot, and he got them the ball.
There's the pick. Here's Morant. He sticks that one in from 20 feet away.
A true leader. You can tell Morant takes pride in stepping up when it matters most.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
Well, we know Edwards has an outstanding skill set, but what makes him truly special is his competitive will and ability to handle high-pressure moments. I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting.
Big-time basket there on the inside. I mean, he had to get that one up and over the big guy.
Yeah, look, that shot took loads of heart. Zero fear. Well, that's what you expect from him in this situation.
DiVincenzo passes to Edwards. Takes a 3. And it's Morant with the rebound. The Grizzlies trail by 4. .144 left in the fourth quarter. And the wing jumper offline. Oh, the lob to Gobert. Stolen by Jackson. Payne against Gobert. Memphis moving it around. Here's Heaney. The rebound by Edwards. Timberwolves leading by 4. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And wow, what a shot. Gobert showing he has what it takes in the clutch.
Back to Morant. Over Edwards. And it's Morant missing.
He'll probably hear about that shot selection when he gets back to the bench. Maybe not their best option now.
Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes. Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Edwards kicks to DiVincenzo. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
3 points.
And the Timberwolves lead by 8. Morant against Edwards. And it's Morant missing. It's Edwards on the wing. Puts up a deep 3. No good that time. And so the Timberwolves take the win. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. So...
this is not your average regular season game. These teams are fierce rivals.
Oh, yes, they are, B.A. I love playing in these type of games. I mean, the fans are extra loud. The players are fired up. This will be fun.
Let's take a look at our starters for the Golden State Warriors. Curry and Hield to the sharp-shooting backcourt. Moses Moody out there with Butler. And it's Green in at the 5 down low. Now here's Hield. Butler, a screen on Bain. A shot from the mid-range. Yep, that one goes.
Well, he's a good shooter from the mid-range. Hield had some breathing room, took a deep breath, and fired.
And here's Morant outside. Kept alive. Pass to Bain. There's the triple. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And a deep 3 from Curry. Sinks it. What range from downtown.
On another level, Curry is totally ready to duel this one out from the three-point line.
After 3 straight playoff appearances, the Grizzlies sadly missed the postseason in 2024, Brian.
You know, really by no fault of their own, B.A. Injuries ruined what fans were hoping would be a big year for them. You know, it just goes to show there's no safe bets in this league.
Those floaters, boy, they really demoralize the defense. Here's the thing, Steph knows it.
Morant with a screen on Butler. Jackson can't get it to go.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
Memphis has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. And here's Green from the arc. The shot, no good. The Grizzlies have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Pass to Jackson. Fires from deep. The Warriors pull it in. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Taylor Jenkins. I asked him outright how he plans to deal with Steph Curry. How does anyone deal with him? Coach joked. He went on to say, we'll try to contest every shot and chase him off the arc, but emphasis on try. Not easy to solve a problem with no good solution, I guess, B.A.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Yeah, again, you can't take this too far to make it too selfish, but that exchange, that's fun to watch.
Fires, top of the key. Moody misses.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
And the officials call the over the back. A little too aggressive there.
He gets called for the over the back. He thought he could slip through the cracks and grab the rebound.
Well, he plays super active on the glass, so calls like this are to be expected.
The turnaround jumper. The shot by Butler, no good.
That's gotta frustrate him. He knows he should have made that one.
Yeah, you can't make him fall, and you for sure you don't want him taking that kind of shot.
The way Morant sets up his teammates is as good as any guard in this league.
And one thing that Morant has always been elite at, finding a seam in a defense and getting to the rim, Grant.
Yeah, any crack allows him to get inside. And as good as anyone at splitting a double, which he sees a lot of. So once inside, he can finish with authority or kick it out to a shooter.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Memphis?
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
And Morant gets it to go.
Because of his ability to elevate and make adjustments in air, Morant has no trouble scoring inside.
Curry passes to Green. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Did you see that? I mean, going right to the rim. That's how you finish in the open floor.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage. He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
And here's Morant outside. Rebounded by Hield.
Well, the D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why. Still, I expect him to make one of those.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Let's go with a three. It's rebounded by Memphis. Up top, Morant. He's covered by Curry. From deep, Bane. They grab their own miss. Gets it off. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so the first quarter comes to a close. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Memphis.
We all know good ball movement is what most coaches harp on, and their passing's been excellent so far.
Everybody just feeling the energy of the basketball as they moved it around, and lots of hands were touching it.
Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Bane. Jackson out there with Jackson, and it's Edey in at the 5. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Brian, Ja Morant is excited to be back on the court, and he's looking to lead this Grizzlies team back to the postseason. He said of the adversity, quote, "It made me better. I'm just grateful and thankful for the position I'm in." Brian, it's great to have him back in action.
Yeah, everyone loves a comeback story, Allie. Thanks.
And that's part of what makes Jackson Jr. so dangerous. He's great inside, but can also shoot from the perimeter.
One thing this Golden State team does very well is control the offensive glass, Brent.
Well, there's been a lot of talk analytically, BA, about how advantageous it is to come in and swoop through to grab offensive rebounds. Golden State has bought into that philosophy. They also have guys who take a lot of long shots, so that's long rebounds with a better chance of gaining an extra possession. So some smart analytical play here from Golden State in the past couple seasons.
Now here's Morant. He's got 5. Oh, a bomb from Ja.
His small advantage is starting to snowball.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Jackson outside. Spencer grabs the miss. Warriors trail by 7. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
And then Morant with the dunk.
And the bounce that Morant possesses is unlike anyone else at his position.
Here's Butler. And it's Bane with the rebound.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
And it's Morant with the ball for Memphis. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. The offensive rebound. From behind the arc. And his 5th basket. Now 5 for 8. Looking comfortable out there.
Once Ja Morant gets rolling, there is no stopping him. Ja is feeling it tonight.
And here's Memphis. They're on a 12-3 run. Fantastic finish inside by Morant. Well, Grant, you played on some very tight-knit teams. Talk to us about chemistry.
Well, BA, you know, in some sports, chemistry is not a big issue. But in basketball, it is huge. You have to trust and believe in your teammates, and it has to be a unit, not 5 separate individuals.
Now here's Morant. He's got 15. Jackson outside. Jack's up a 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Here's Moody. Moody gets one inside.
Well, because he's such a good scorer, people don't always talk about Jimmy Butler, the playmaker.
Pass to Edey. Outside Morant. Here's the 3. Jackson. The rebound by Moody. Warriors trail by 6. Outside Heel. Launches a 3. It doesn't go for him. For Memphis, they've gotten 6 shots to fall out of 13 attempts here in the second. The 3 from Bain, and he gets it to go. Now 2 of 6 in the game. There's 53 seconds left to play in the first half. Outside heel. Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
You have to limit mistakes. They're so tough to overcome.
Well, not making things easier on themselves right now, that's for sure.
Spencer's checked in for Memphis. "35 seconds left in the first half. It's scooped up. Taken away. And here's Butler outside. Memphis with a rebound. Jackson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Edey for 3. And it doesn't fall for him. Made 2, missed 2 now. Up top, Moody. Defended by Jackson. Pass to Post. Launches it. Drops in the 3. Post has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. He gets it up. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has, thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
Yeah, he played such a smart first half, maximizing his opportunities offensively.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half. I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Kicking off the second half, here's Steve Kerr's 5. Kuminga is out there with Trace Jackson-Davis. Then it's Buddy Hield. Then there's Gary Payton second. And it's Spencer in at the 1 spot.
And it was a great chance to finish on the break, and he flubs it.
Completely lost focus. You can't get 2 steps ahead.
You know, not too many teams have the stability and head coach as the Warriors have had, Brent.
Well, I'm not sure there's ever been a more perfect fit for a team than Steve Kerr with the Golden State Warriors. There's been a magical run in the Bay Area, and you just look at the type of connectivity he has with his players, and again, how much joy these Warriors play with. Well, Hield right there on the yield, waiting for someone to get open.
Bagley passes to Pippen. Bagley sets a screen. Pippen, no good.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Now here's Jackson Davis. Altama grabs the board. Kennard for 3. It's rebounded by Golden State. Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. Payton, no good. Grizzlies lead by 7. And now the Grizzlies on the run. Kennard outside to the inside. Oh, stolen by Payton. Here's Kuminga. Oh, how about Moody with the open court finish.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
How about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here. He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Oh, Curry, a sick triple.
He can score on you in bunches. Curry doing it all in this one.
Kennard outside. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Warriors trail by 5. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jonathan Kuminga. That's his first foul. The Grizzlies have got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Brent, you could hit the 3 back in your day, and no doubt, Stephen Curry is the best three-point shooter in league history. What makes him so good from deep?
To me, BA, it comes down to the way that Steph goes about his habits in practice. If you ever watch footage of him in pregame warm-ups or in the offseason, there is so much variability in what he does in terms of preparing his feet and hands to shoot the basketball. There's no one that practices the way that Steph does, and there's no one that produces the way that he does either.
For 3, sinks the tray. And now a 10-point Memphis lead.
And you love that. That's one of the strengths of Luke Kennard's game.
With the floater, Curry from inside.
Yeah, he's leading the charge for them, but let's be honest, he needs more help if they're going to get out in front.
Yeah, doing anything he can right now to get his team to cut into this lead and give them a chance.
Here's Aldama. And another 3 for Memphis.
And passes like that demonstrate just how much Kennard is a team-oriented player.
There's a screen from the top of the key, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Curry's got 7 points here in the quarter.
Well, he's been carrying them all night on offense, but at some point, he's going to need some help.
Here's Aldama. 3-pointer off the mark. And Curry's got the ball here for the Warriors. They trail by 9. Curry with another miss.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Golden State has gone just 1 of 6 from long distance here in the third. The shots just aren't falling. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Pippen. Off target from outside. Warriors trail by 9. Curry with it. Give him 23. Takes the 3. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking off. Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Grizzlies lead by 9. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Payne. Edey out there with Jackson, and it's Jackson in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Here's Morant. Nice shot from the wing.
And Morant can really fill it up, especially from these in-between areas.
The 3 from Curry hits a 3-pointer. Curry's got 26 points.
Love his shot selection. Good at taking quality shots. Whether he's defended or open, he knows how to knock those down.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Now here's Morant. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Jimmy Butler. Fires it from 18. Curry's shot is off. Well, the Grizzlies shooting about 43% in this one. Here's Payne. Second chance effort. Edey, that's good. And the Grizzlies lead by 10.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Now here's Green, and a great assist by Butler as that one goes. Green's got his first points in this one.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
Here's Edey, pass to Bane. Here's Jackson, outside Bane. Clock at 6. Jackson outside. The 3-ball. The rebound by Moody. Moody's got his 4th rebound in this one. Healed from outside. Memphis with a rebound. They've led by as many as 11. Jackson outside. From 13. That's short off the rim. Warriors trail by 8. 2 minutes gone by here in the 4th. And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That's foul number 2 for him.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
And here's Morant. Takes a three. That one's good. He's now 8 for 13.
Yeah, Morant showing a bit of confidence knocking down that three.
Curry from deep three-point land. And they come right back with their own three-pointers. Curry's got 13 points here in the second half alone. And here's Morant outside. Cash money. Out of his 14 attempts, he's drained 9 of them.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
No one covering. Curry's got 31 points.
That's a high percentage shot from Steph Curry. Just put that on repeat.
Jackson for three. Kicks it out to Bane. Pass to Morant. Another shot. It's rebounded by Jimmy Butler.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. Curry's got 10 points now, just in this quarter. Memphis leading by 7. Right side Morant. And it's Morant again missing.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target. And I just love the calm confidence that Steph has in these kind of moments. Get the ball to him, he'll do it to you every time.
Now here's Morant. Pass to Edie. Back to Morant. Fires the three. Drops in the three. Morant's got 26.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Here's Jackson. Morant with it. He's covered by Curry. Morant, the pass to Bane. The three is up. Good, and the setup by Morant. And the Grizzlies lead by 11.
Well, now it's just a matter of watching the sand fall through the hourglass. This game is wrapped up in a strong showing for the Grizzlies.
And it was dueling three-pointers all night. A battle they won.
Both teams had the same plan. Win the game on the perimeter. So fun to watch.
And what a huge performance it was for Ja Morant.
Serving up feeds all night long. He was the best teammate that they had on the floor.
Drive by Curry. Will it go? He can't get that one to fall. Excellent D there from Morant. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Jackson for three. They get it back. Outside for Morant. From downtown. Jackson, the pass to Morant. From deep. Rebounded by Green. So it's the Grizzlies taking care of business in this one. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah.
fair to expect a slower pace of the game?
I certainly think so, partner. I mean, both teams are extremely disciplined. They're not really interested in going up and down in a windshield wiper fashion. They value taking care of the ball and playing in the half court.
Now Golden State's starting five. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Hield. Jimmy Butler is out there with Moses Moody. And it's Green in at the 5 down low. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
The creative finishing ability of Randall draws a lot of fouls.
It's his first trip to the line. No good on the free throw.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And he sinks the second. Curry against DiVincenzo. Three-pointer. Curry can't get it to go.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And you see, don't you, Clark, the steady progression year over year for Anthony Edwards.
Well, he's already an all-star since his 3rd season. With Edwards, the chance is there. If he continues to show the same improvement he's shown thus far, then he's going to be MVP caliber, and I dare say, perhaps the face of the league for several years to come.
And here's Randall following the three-pointer by Buddy Hield.
You know, once he has the positioning he wants, he's ready for the big finish. Julius Randle throwing it down.
Curry way outside. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Randall outside. Pass to McDaniels. There's the 3. The Warriors pull it in. They get a hand on it, and it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. So it's the Warriors now. Curry from deep three-point land. Poked away.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Now here's Edwards. Pass to Randall. Gets a very good look and converts. Randall's got 8.
Getting the ball to somebody ready to stroke it. Selfless play by Edwards there.
Here's Butler. Over to the wing. From outside the arc. Moody's shot is off. Minnesota's gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one. Honestly, guys, Curry is the best three-point shooter I've ever seen.
Up top, Randall, defended by Butler. Randall no good.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Shot by Hield, nobody around. Off target from outside.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Edwards' shot is good.
Edwards just doesn't allow defenders to bottle him up. Great focus and persistence.
Here's Curry. There's his 3rd field goal, and now he's made half of his 6 shots.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Back to Edwards. Over Hield. Edwards can't hit.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Now here's McDaniels. Nothing on the board. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Gets an open look and hits.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Timberwolves leading by 3. Pass to DiVincenzo. They double him with Butler. Shot from the wing. He squares up and sinks it. Randall's got 10 points.
A versatile guard, DiVincenzo is excellent at hitting his teammates in their spots.
It's Butler that time on the assist by Curry.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And here is DiVincenzo. After Jimmy Butler made that last three-pointer. Curry against McDaniel. A nice shot by Moody.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They trail by 1. Outside for Randall. Shot and game clock separated by 5. The pump fake kept the D off balance and gave him room. He's got 12.
For Randall, another bucket. Continues to expand his offensive game.
It's Curry outside. That shot no good. Julius Randle getting it done for the Minnesota Timberwolves. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. Back to the action. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
People say the mid-range shot is dying, but so far in this one, that has not been the case for this team.
I would like to highlight, too, guys, the excellent passing they've done early on. I mean, they've done a really good job putting the ball into the hands of guys ready to shoot it.
Conley and Edwards are the guards. Gobert is out there with Randall, and it's McDaniels at the 3 slot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. Here's Curry with the 3, and it's McDaniels with the rebound.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these 3. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
The shot by Butler, nobody around. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 4 assists in the game. There's always a surprise, isn't there, Clark, in the offseason? Let's go back to 2022. That offseason, the Timberwolves going all in on Rudy Gobert.
Basically, Kevin, they traded 5 firsts plus a bunch of good players for Gobert. It was derided at the time, and I can understand why, but Rudy's defense has taken them to another level, and he's actually been a little better offensively than people thought he would be.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, Mike Conley's leadership is huge for the Wolves. Rudy Gobert says his presence on the court, but especially in the locker room, is invaluable. Coach Chris Finch said he's given us everything and more. Conley says to have this kind of trust from everyone is why I'm here. This is what I'm supposed to do. Kevin?
He is a class act. David, thanks. Shot clock at 5. Conley with the 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Curry with the bucket.
This is why you got to be right up on Curry, because he's a dangerous threat off the dribble.
Healed against Memphis. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
I wouldn't say that's exactly his spot now. I mean, and you can see why.
Moody the pass to Butler. Butler sets a screen for Curry. Off target with his 3. Timberwolves trail by 4. Edwards looking it over. Here's Gobert, and Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Warriors on D. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Ray, you look at today's point guards, so many different types that can be effective.
And there's a lot more freedom for point guards to kind of explore the parameters of their game. Sometimes it's steadying an offense. Other times it's to ignite it.
Pass to Edwards. Here's Randall. Another miss by Minnesota.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Blazing speed on display from Butler. Superb at finding a way to get behind the defense in transition and taking what he gets.
Curry against Conley. And they get it. The Warriors pull it in. Green's got 4 rebounds now tonight. From past the arc. A shot by Curry, no good.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Edwards kicks to Gobert. McDaniels gets a wide open look, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Big forwards like Jaden McDaniels who can pull up for a jumper from anywhere, those guys are a luxury to have.
Here's Butler. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Randall with the bucket.
Taking it himself, Randall changes who he is when the jumper goes in.
Curry wide open. Stephen Curry. What a shooter.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Randall a screen on heel. Edwards drives in. Pass to McDaniels. Lets the 3 fly. Outside for Randall. Fires the 3. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Butler. Warriors leading by 5. Here's Moody. Randall grabs the board. Timberwolves shooting 41% for the game. Here's Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Show us what you got, young fella. Anthony Edwards. Love to see you operate like that.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul. Substitution on court.
Payton outside. Shoots the 3. And that one released in time, but no good. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Warriors. For moments during that quarter, it felt like a one-man wrecking crew. It seemed he was doing everything out there. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
And get ready for the big half-court shot. Jump ball. Get ready to get the shot.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And, you know, that's not a job they ask him to do very often. But in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. They've got Gary Payton II. He's out there with Kuminga. And it's Podziemski in at the 2. That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Ingles. Clark, if you had one word to describe Mike Conley, what would it be?
Reliable, steadfast, dependable. And I know that's 3, but I wanted to give you 3 different words I could use to describe him. Only 2 seasons in his whole career has he not played at least 50 games. That speaks to durability and professionalism.
He had a nice open look right there. Miller's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Sharp recognition that time by Conley. Tell you what, he always makes the right play.
Wasted no time on that one. And the Warriors lead by 4.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
No question about it. I mean, these teams are really battling hard now.
Pass to Spencer. Back to Kuminga. Payton with the screen for Kuminga. Here's Spencer to the inside. Post. Reed with the rebound. For the lead. And again, Minnesota with the triple. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the 3rd quarter.
It's frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan.
Here's Payton. Going inside. Stolen by Conley. Pass to Reed. Fires from the corner. Warriors with the rebound. Payton drives in, and the shot goes in. Payton's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Conley surveying the D. And here is Ingles. Takes the three. And Spencer pulls it down.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Here's Reed. Open jump shot off the mark. And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for Golden State. They lead by 1. Pass to Post. Lets it go from the wing. The shot missing. Minnesota's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Conley, the pass to Reed. Pulls up on the wing, and he knocks down the jumper. Conley's got 7.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an edge.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
It's good. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Alexander Walker finds Miller. The rebound by Post. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Payton's shot is off. The Timberwolves trail. Pass to Alexander Walker. Here's the three. Buries it from three-point range. Alexander Walker's got his second basket.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay.
Kuminga with a wide-open look. Good on the triple. And the Warriors lead by 1.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
And here's Conley outside. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
You make a 3 on Conley, he's looking for payback. He's got great competitive spirit.
And it's Pajemski in the corner. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Miller dishes to Conley. Here's Reed. It's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 3 assists in the game. Outside, Kuminga. There's the screen. Pass to Post. It's stolen by Ingles. And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. Timberwolves lead by 4. And we'll get it going after this. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Julius Randle is out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point. So that's the Timberwolves 5. McDaniels finds Randle. The Warriors pull it in. Outside Curry. Butler is screen on DiVincenzo. Curry outside. Buries the long-range jumper. Curry's got 19 points.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Jimmy Butler with the rebound. Butler's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Curry against DiVincenzo. The shot by Curry, no good. Minnesota in the lead. Outside Edwards. Outside for Randle. He trains the turnaround jump shot. And the Timberwolves lead by 3.
You know, Randle has a nice package. He's got a good touch, good mechanics, and he's a capable mid-range shooter.
Curry can't get it to go.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Randle passes to Gobert. There's McDaniels. No good on the triple. Warriors trail by 3. Butler, a screen on DiVincenzo. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Pass to McDaniels. Outside, Edwards. Launches a 3. Edwards cashing in from outside.
Nice smooth three-point shot by Edwards there. Boy, he's got confidence from behind the arc.
Butler, no good.
Kevin, you can understand the shot selection. I mean, he wanted to go back at him, and this came up short on the triple.
Outside, Edwards. Fires from way outside. Warriors with the rebound. Curry's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Hield can't hit. Timberwolves leading by 6. From deep three-point territory. The shot by McDaniels, no good. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Warriors. A nice shot by Moody.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball game.
Gobert with a screen on Hield. Bursting off the floor. Edwards hammers it down.
At every level, Edwards has been the go-to guy for his team. It's in his DNA.
Green with a screen for Curry. No good on the 3.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that.
McDaniels finds Gobert. Over Green. Misses off the left iron.
Unnecessary to go to the fadeaway there. It wasn't needed. Could have just kept it simple and taken the easy shot.
Curry can't get it to go.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
And the Warriors miss again.
Well, another tin cup moment here because he continues to miss shot after shot from three-point range. This is not a fourth quarter he's going to want to remember.
To Gobert. Bounce pass for Randle. It's stolen by Green. Moody the pass to Hield. And the Warriors miss again. And now Minnesota on the fast break. And finished by McDaniel.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Yes! And now they trail by just 4.
And Curry isn't just a lights-out scorer. He's also efficient at moving the ball and getting it to his teammates.
Outside, Edwards. Tries it from the top of the key. Draymond Green pulls it in. So it's Minnesota taking the W in the coast. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin,
much appreciated, David.
one-sided matchup, but anything can happen in the NBA, Grant.
That is the truth. I mean, that's why they play the games. One guy gets hot, a team gets cold. That's all it takes to swing the entire outcome of a game.
And the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Payne. Edey out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Jackson in at the small forward position. From outside, off the mark. Down low.
Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Chris Finch. He said Ja Morant is so good and so entertaining that some guys on both teams just stand around and watch him. He told his players, if you let him get to the rim and do something spectacular, you're not only giving up points, you're energizing the guys around him. Coach wants to prevent the highlight reel kind of plays.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. And there's Edey. That's good. And the assist by Morant.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
And just over a minute played here to start the game. McDaniels from long range. Ja Morant grabs a miss.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
And it really feels like the chemistry of this Timberwolves team has taken a step forward.
And B.A., you know this. Winning always enhances that energy and chemistry. But beyond that, this is a roster full of players that have had individual success, and now they're hungry and thirsty for team success, because that's the true measure.
Pass to Jackson. This one for three. The shot comes out. The Timberwolves have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Edwards looking it over. The baseline, Jay. Yes, on the jumper. Edwards got 5 points.
If you find yourself in between in that mid-range area, Anthony Edwards so confident. Rise and fire, young sir.
Morant with the bucket.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
It's all about mindset out of the gate. If you're aggressive and they give you room, go ahead, let it fly. Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Count that one.
The way Morant sets up his teammates is as good as any guard in this league.
Outside, DiVincenzo. And here's Edwards outside. The Grizzlies pull it in. Pass to Payne. There's the three. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
The Timberwolves trail. For three, Randall. And the three-pointer goes. 5 points in the game.
Oh, my goodness. What a response by Randall. Yes, you can make a three. So can I.
The three from Payne. And again, it's Memphis with a three.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Randall against Jackson. Beyond the arc. And it's Morant missing.
Well, they are daring him to miss, and he obliges.
McDaniels from long range. Buries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game.
How about Gobert with the find? On time and on target. Nicely done, Rudy.
There aren't many more dominant defenders in the NBA than Gobert.
Well, that's definitely fair to say, B.A., because his defense has an outsized influence on a game. The inside presence changes an opponent's game plan.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Here's Jackson. Plenty of room to knock down that one.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Randall, the pass to Edwards. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
The work that Anthony Edwards is putting in as a shooter is there. That range shot so important. Nice three-point look right there.
Pass to Edey. Goes up from the top of the key. Randall pulls down the board. Minnesota leading by 5. It's McDaniels on the wing. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And Edwards slams it in.
Anthony Edwards showing you, yes, I am a vertical threat at the rim.
And it's Morant missing. The three, DiVincenzo nails it from beyond the arc.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
Well, they've really been racking up three-pointers in bunches. They've been so impressive to watch.
And that's what has them ahead in this game. Their floor spacing has been just tremendous.
So on the floor for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Bane. G.G. Jackson is out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Edey into the center position.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Just electric. Ja Morant. I mean, someone you paid to see.
Here's DiVincenzo. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Knocks down the long J.
Yeah, Morant showing a bit of confidence knocking down that three.
And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for the Timberwolves. Pass to McDaniels. Now here's DiVincenzo, hounded by Morant. For three, Randall. The rebound by Edey. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great. I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open. They just got burned.
Slams it down with two hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Grizzlies trail by 6. Morant surveying the floor. Circus shot, Ja Morant.
I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
Here's Randall. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Randall's got 7 points. Well, Grant, when the money's on the line, the mid-range is still a big part of the elite player's game.
You're right, B.A. And really, it comes down to touch, obviously. And size certainly helps. And then the savvy and balance to create that space.
Minnesota leading by 6. And here's Edwards outside. Oh, Edwards! Money on the triple!
Boy, what a good-looking stroke. Ready on the catch, Anthony Edwards. That jumper is nice.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Brian, Anthony Edwards, his disposition just brightens a locker room. Coach Chris Finch said he's an absolute joy to coach. Always in a great mood with a great smile. It doesn't matter if he plays well or he doesn't. Every day he has the same approach and the same attitude.
And he wants to be great, Allie. There's no doubt about that.
Oh, that's some pesky defense. Should have thought twice before attempting that pass.
Randall outside. Here's the pick. Back to Edwards. Outside McDaniels. 3 on the clock. 4-3. Out to DiVincenzo. Second shot opportunity. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Morant finds Bane. Morant against DiVincenzo to halt the run. Knocked away. Pass to Edey. Over Gobert. Outside Bane. Tries yet again. And again it's Memphis missing. The Timberwolves lead by 11. Edwards for three. Gets the three to fall. Edwards has got 20.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number one on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
DiVincenzo can't hit.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And now the T-Wolves on the break. Here's McDaniels. The rebound by Jackson.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
And that one's good. Morant.
Morant not afraid to get in there and play big, showing his toughness in close.
Randall, pass to Edwards. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got 3 assists now in this one.
What a great shooting performance. His percentage is outstanding.
There's Jackson with the 3. And so far in this one, 2 for 4.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Jackson. 4 seconds left. No luck on that one. The clock runs out, and we are headed to halftime. It's Minnesota. They lead by 12. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Teams are return to center court. And get ready for the big half-court shot. Drums. They're taking above the shot.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
His whole first half looked like a highlight reel, rising up and just owning the rim.
Yeah, this guy, he plays fast, he's aggressive, and if you let him get to the cup, there is nothing that you can do about it.
We've got Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Miller is out there with Naz Reid. Then it's Joe Ingles, and it's Conley in at the 1. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half. Aldama had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. The Timberwolves lead by 12. Miller outside, the 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. Here's Pippen, fires for 3, gets the 3 ball to go. Pippen's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Conley passes to Ingles from the arc. He buries it from 3. And the Timberwolves lead by 12.
And I'll tell you, this guy's a tireless competitor. What an answer from distance by Joe Ingles.
The Timberwolves have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Conley looking for an opening. Lets it fly. Ingles, no good. Grizzlies trail by 12. Williams from long range. Knocks it down from distance.
Such a boost to this offense when this guy can knock down uncontested threes.
Conley passes to Miller. The 3 is up. They get it again. Outside, Alexander-Walker. Second chance shot. And he wills that one in. Sinking it right through the back of the iron. Into the third. 2 minutes in now. And Naz Reid has proven to be a matchup nightmare for opposing big men, Doris.
He has, BA, and the reason is he's bigger and stronger than most 4 men. Traditional 5s are too slow to stay with him. He can space you out to the three-point line, or he can punish you on the inside. Naz has got big-time game.
Williams from long range. The rebound by Ingles. The Timberwolves lead by 11. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Memphis making a switch here. Luff's checked in.
First team foul. Checking in for the Grizzlies, number 30.
Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Here's Alexander Walker. Another miss by Minnesota. Grizzlies trail by 11. Williams from long range hits the trifecta. Williams has got 6.
Listen, this guy is not the most dangerous threat from there, but you have got to honor the shooting a little bit.
Conley passes to Alexander Walker. Pulls up. Jump shot is good that time. Alexander Walker's got 4 points now in the quarter. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Here's Huff. And another 3 for Memphis.
You know, we talk all the time about how important it is to have bigs who can stretch the floor. An example there.
Here's Alexander Walker. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. For Memphis, they've gone 4 of 8 in the third. Kennard for 3. And another 3 for Memphis.
Well, Luke Kennard's bread and butter, right? The lethal outside shooter who doesn't need much space.
Conley passes to Alexander Walker. And here's Miller. Lets it go from deep. On target from range. Miller's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Aldama outside. Lets the 3 fly. Miller pulls it in.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Outside, Alexander Walker. Again, the Timberwolves score. 43 seconds left in the third quarter. Huff, the pass to Pippen. Fires the 3. He drops it from range. Pippen's gotten his second bucket.
He took what the defense was giving him that time. There was nobody on him on the three-point shot. Boy, don't give him the lights out.
Conley finds Ingles. Three-pointer. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
So you've got to chase Joe Ingles off that three-point line because he is lethal.
The 3. And another 3 for Memphis.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Here's Reed. And he starts out with a miss in this one. And so it's Minnesota leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. And it's mostly due to the... And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. On the court right now for the Grizzlies. They've got Williams, and it's Huff in at the 5, down low. The Timberwolves lead by 6. Pass to Edwards. Three-pointer. Huff pulls it in. Memphis shooting 46%, a decent average so far. No good from outside. Minnesota shooting 55% for the game so far. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
A line change here for Memphis. It's Edwards on the wing, guarded by Bain. Fades. Edwards, no good.
Boy, defense nowhere to be found, and neither was his shot at that time.
From deep, Morant. And again, it's Memphis missing. And here's Minnesota now. Edwards, a pass to McDaniels. From deep three-point range. The shot, no good. And here's Jackson. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed. Minnesota leading by 6. And he lobs it up.
Boy, drawing the defense's attention. Edwards pays it forward. Nice work on the pass.
DiVincenzo against Morant. There's the 3. They get it back. Pass to Edey. Fires the three. And no good. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. DiVincenzo against Jackson. Here's Randall. And he knocks the jumper down. And now a 10-point Timberwolves lead. The Grizzlies have gotten nothing to go so far in the fourth. They're 0 for 6. Here's Moran. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
The effort, the position, the timing, all there.
And add instincts to that. He can sense where the rebound's going to go. And the foul on Jaren Jackson. That's his first foul. Huff's checked in for Memphis.
Second team foul. Checking in for the Grizzlies.
Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Unloads. McDaniels can't hit.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Here's Moran. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in.
And tearing them to shreds tonight. You know, when a player as versatile as Moran starts going on, look out.
Gobert passes to Randall. The three. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
The three from Bain. It's rebounded by Minnesota. McDaniels got 4 rebounds now. Ooh, Edwards with style and authority.
Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
There's Jackson with the three. Buries it from 3.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often. And, of course, he makes good use of it.
Outside, DiVincenzo. A minute and a half left in the fourth quarter. Lets the three fly. And another three from Minnesota.
What a response from Anthony Edwards. If you make a three, he wants to come right back at you.
Jackson finds some space. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Oh, they get a hand on it. And stolen by Jackson. And now the Grizzlies on the run. And the dunk by Jackson.
The best way to get a clean look is with those quick hitters on the break.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
And the Grizzlies shooting at 31% here in this fourth quarter. Kicks it out to Jackson. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. There's 45 seconds left in the final quarter. Edwards finds Randall. There's the triple. Minnesota again missing. And so it's Memphis with it. They trail by 9. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his first foul.
A great job to establish position and square up.
And here's Edwards. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Oh, he touched it while it was over the cylinder. That's offensive basket interference.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over.
We've got 13 seconds left in the final quarter. So it's Minnesota picking up the win. Boy, a hard. All right, Allie, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.